women, 10 key points that you will be doing that will make your partner love you more. But let me tell you the truth. Number 10 is the one we always overlook, but that's the one that unlocks the love that is the treasure. Please follow me. Let's go there. Number 1, be there for him, especially when he needed you. Because one of the hardest things for men is to ask for help. Some feel ashamed because in a relationship, most men believe that it is their own responsibility to provide. So because of that, they wouldn't like to ask. So if and when the moment it comes to men, in a such way that they needed someone to motivate them or to needed some help, if you could be able to study your man and realize that he needed help in these areas, or you need to support him, motivate him spiritually or morally, that's one thing. Now, number 2, make him proud of you. Don't be afraid to share your success with him because he will enjoy it. Then, as much as you're doing those things, let him know how you can win and how he can also win his own area of life. So being proud of your man, he will elevate him the love he has for you. Most men like such women who shares their ambition, who shares their goals with them, and also wants to know about their own personal growth or personal achievement as well, because these things contribute to the way man sees you. It helps him to rate you in the level he wants to place you in his heart. Now, number 3, keep a bit of mystery about yourself, because most men like such act, like them discovering a lot of things about you than sometimes it's not all you are meant to expose or to disclose, more often about yourself. So most at times, him knowing a little things that trips you, that makes you happy, favorite colors and the type of clothes you put on and other stuff. So allow him to discover those things himself, and sometimes let him be the one to ask you, baby, why you not put on this? It fits you. You pretend as if you don't know that it suits you. That's another side of it. Now, number 4, get along with his friends and families, because these things are very important. You can't graduate in that, why you don't want him. When you get along with his friends and families. Number 4, get along with his friends and family members. You see, the worst thing you can ever think of is you, hating his friends or maybe criticizing his friends when you don't really know them very well. That even though you find out that our friends he keeps, most of his friends, you find out that they are not healthy for his growth or for your relationship, for both of you's relationship. You will find a polite way to express it when you must have known them or when you must have seen those things in them. It is very important, because you can't just start criticizing them, because it will bring a lot of boundary or demarcations between you and his friends and him as well. And sometimes when he be with his friends, the circle of his friends, he wouldn't want to invite you and he wouldn't want you to be there. So it distances your relationship with your boyfriend. Now, 5, give him compliments. I know it is funny, but this is very important. If you are in a relationship with a guy, then already knows that you like him, and that most of the times you compliment the way he dresses, you compliment the way he talks, the jokes he tells you. And sometimes, there are things that are very necessary. When you look at him, you say, I like the way you do this. I like the way you compliment little gesture that extending hand that he created for you or he made for you, compliment them. It gives him satisfaction. It gives him, courage or confidence, being with you. And he sees you from a different corner. Maybe other people are not doing that. Maybe people he must have met in his past. They are not complimenting him. They are not telling him how great he is, how smart he is, how, all those things. When you start telling men all those things, they begin to find themselves, worthy of having you and see you as one of the best things they can ever think of. Now we'll go to number 6. Get to know things that he likes. The kind of music he likes, the kind of movie he likes, food, clothes, environment he likes going to. When you get to this certain point, if he likes to watch football, he likes to watch football. Even though you don't like watching football, you can, even though you don't want to be a fan, but you can say, for the sake of my man, I'm a fan of this club. Or sometimes if you want to crack joke, you can say, I'm the opposite fan of that club. I know most guys love football. That was why I use football, for example. Music, the kind of music he likes. If he likes solo music, gospel music, secular music, these are the. Number 7. This one is very important. It's very important. Show him that you are independent of yourself. Now, what do I mean by being independent of yourself is that sometimes you're going to still have time with your friends and with, for yourself as well. Even though not with your friends, you need to have time for yourself. So that it will make him to want you more. Like outside both of you relationship, that you still need to have time for yourself and time with your friends, and when you tell him all these things, you're placing your standard. It's not that you're making it as it's a mandatory, but sometimes you create that opportunity or that avenue. Sometimes it makes him value you. I'm telling you the truth. It makes him value you. And anytime with your friends, you make sure you are calling him more often, or maybe when he calls you, make sure you pick. It is very important. Now, number 8, let him see the real you. Now, what do I mean? Try to be transparent. It's a great form, putting on the makeups and getting dressed in, your best of time, or, outfit, very beautiful, and so many things. Sometimes, most often, when both of you are together, try to be natural. Most men love it. Be natural, and make sure you are sexy as well. Put on nice things, look flashy for him. He will appreciate it. In the night, to put on, normal night wears. You know how to do that. I know you understand what I'm talking about. So all these little things, it makes you look real. You'll be transparent. Your transparency, your honesty, being yourself whenever you're with him, it gives him more, confidence to say, yes, I want this. It impresses men. Not sometimes, every time it impresses them when they look at you and see how natural you look like, especially when you are with them. It glass their heart. Now, number 9, make him laugh a lot. Most often, try to create funny things, when you're spending time with him. Time to time, daily activities you have in the kitchen. Sometimes you can dance, sometimes you can make funny things, and you will see his reactions and he will laugh over it. Even though he's facing hard days, it will make him forget some, difficulties or depression he's facing. Now things are very hard for men. Men are suffering now. So the moment, anytime you're around him, it closes his heart. It makes him forget his sorrow sometimes. And even though he doesn't want you to go, even though it's time for you to go, he will still be begging you to stay because he's going to miss your presence. That your presence is what matters most often. No, it is very, very serious issue. Number 10, don't try so hard. Don't be so hard on him. You see, sometimes don't often ask him that he loves you, that he loves you. No. Even though he might not be able to develop it much, but the moment you are projecting your femininity, the feminine aspect of you, the woman you are beginning to exhibit it gradually. You see, you make it so easy for him, and he will understand that you are flexible, and you make him also understand that You are so easily to be loved. You are easy to love. You are easy to. So all those flexibility in you, it gives him satisfaction. You see, even though he has not really developed much love, but as time goes on, he is going to love you. It's normal. The moment you possess those character and you bring out your feminine, parts of you, don't be so hard trying to rub shoulders with him. Don't be competing with him. All those aspects is very beautiful. So if you like this video, please share this video. Share this video. Follow me for more. But don't forget to drop your comment below.